box.
The box. The square. The thing that looks like Alexa.
Yeah.
Is there anything good to say about it?
Like they get to a certain level and they don't surpass it. Like then when the Xbox 360, was on top of all consoles.
Yeah.
I still thought Gears of War 1 was boring. How I played it, it was still boring to me. Gears of War 2, I enjoyed all the way through. I had fun. Gears of War 3, I had the same feeling I had for Uncharted 3. I was burnt out by then, so I didn't really care.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But Gears of War 4, 70% of that game, 75% of that game was boring. It did not pick up to like the the final act. That's when I was like, okay, this is good.
That's what I heard about a lot of people who played the fourth one. They said that one was just lacking a lot of shit.
Yeah, it was so boring all the way through, and then like the very last act of the game, that's when like, okay, this is Gears of War.
It's kind of sad because like that's like the only exclusive that off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Is that I know is besides Forza.
Another one that this is really unrated, underrated by the Xbox community is Sunset Overdrive.
Oh yeah,
I really enjoyed that game.
Oh man, I want to get down into that. I really wish that was a PlayStation exclusive. I don't know why.
It might because you're exclusive. Well, it might not be an exclusive, but it might come over to PlayStation because it was an Insomniac.
It looked fucking great. That was one thing I was jealous about when Xbox One was being presented. I was like, "Fuck, man, Sunset Overdrive."
Yeah, it was fun. Like I like the feel of it. For some reason, it has the feel of a skateboarding game.
I thought it was more like an Infamous.
That's what I thought too. But when you start playing like that soundtrack and the way your character moves, for some reason, when I was playing, it reminded me a lot of Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk got slapped all over it.
Like I was just looking at it like this could have been a skateboarding game.
The main character's like, make sure to wear a helmet. He started has like the mottos of like Tony Hawk.
No, like I said, when you watch the trailers, you're like, oh, it's Infamous. It's Infamous for the Xbox, but more like Saints Row 4 type-ish. But no, I was like, it has like I don't know what it
has a charm to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, anyways, would you recommend the Xbox Game Pass over the PS Now?
Right now, yes.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, PSN Now has exclusives, PlayStation exclusives, which pretty much trump over.
Yo, I looked at the damn PS Now library. Mm-hmm. They got some niche ass fucking exclusives in there. Yeah. Fucking Super Stardust Delta's on there.
Oh yeah,
I'm a big fan of that franchise, and I didn't realize there was one on PS4. Yeah. Talk about saying a big fan, and now you fucking know the ones on the PS4. And there's a VR version too.
Yeah.
Well, VR mode on the game. And they got Super Stardust HD, which was one back on the PS3, which is awesome. But I can't believe they included like niche ass titles on PS Now. But what happened? Oh. Now I've been studying more on the Xbox games with gold.
Yeah.
I like their lineup. Yeah, there's some bad games up in there. I would say games that are not meant for everybody. Like June, we're gonna have Coffee Talk, which I don't think that's a game for everybody.
Yeah.
Destroy All Humans though. That looks like a good thing. Now, I've seen that on PlayStation Now, so I don't really see, the benefits of having an Xbox. And I don't know if this is on Xbox Game Pass either.
Check. It's been a while since I changed the game. Check the Game Pass.
That's weird, though, how, for both PlayStation and Xbox, they give you PlayStation Plus games for free.
Yeah.
But if they're on the pass, what's the fucking point of giving them out for free?
They give you the same game for free twice.
The thing I can give to Xbox is that with games with gold, even if you don't have the pass, or the gold pass, or live, whatever it's called, the games that you got for free are yours. You own them, or you have supposedly the privilege of playing without live. PlayStation, no. As soon as you don't pay that $60 a year fee, it's like, nah, nope. They're sitting at your door with their hand out, like, where's my money?
Give me right now.
The thing that pisses me off about the Game Pass, I was trying to explore the damn library, and it's sitting there with his fucking hands at, shooting out on my screen. They're like, hey, yo. I'm like, what do you want? They're like, you want to explore? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to click on the Explore. You click on the Explore, and it leads me back to the same thing. I'm like, what the fuck do you want? Oh, that's right. You want a fucking $1. You want $1 so I can fucking look at your library to see if you're worthy or not of me?
You don't want to spend a lot of money on games? I would pretty much all you have to do is get an Xbox and get the Game Pass. Yeah.
Well, from my perspective, even though, I just recently got an Xbox, and I know you've been having yours for a while, and the main things that I keep on hearing you talk about is like the trophy tracker. And
that's since I'm platinum hunter now, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, not even platinum hunter. It's like I
You like the
just
feeling of having trophies.
just recently I've started appreciating games more because one thing I've started noticing lately. This is just like a whole different conversation, but there's a quick saying is like a lot of people jump through games, don't even finish them, and say there's not enough games.
Yeah. Once they beat a game, they're just like,
No, they don't even finish them. Like they get like the first 3 chapters. They're like, oh, there's not enough games.
No, but I know people. You know, they sit there and they beat a game. They're like, I beat a game. I'm like, are you sure you beat the game?
Yeah.
Did you really? And then they sit there and like, that game was short. Well, did you do everything the game was offering?
Because that's what I did with Horizon Zero Dawn, where I keep going back to it because I platinumed that game.
Yeah.
But still a lot of side missions I haven't done.
Exactly. And there's still more to it.
Yeah.
And I feel like the trophies kind of help you push.
Yeah, but back to the trophies. That's what I was saying. Because I like keeping track of my trophies and, just getting trophies in general, so getting the most out of a game. PlayStation, you just get the trophy and, it tells you how to get it. And, you can press square or whatever and it'll take you online to help you find a way to get that trophy. Xbox has a percentage.
I've seen that one time when you were like getting a trophy.
Because you know how on PlayStation, let's say one of the trophies like hit 10 enemies, kill 10 enemies with a grenade.
It has a little tracker shit for that shit.
Like, but on PlayStation, it doesn't show it. Just
I know.
But on Xbox, you'll be like, you got 2%, 3%, 5%, something like that.
Well, anyways, when it comes to Xbox, I mean, despite all...
the other thing I do like about Xbox when it gets trophies, when you get a rare trophy, you get that diamond.
It makes you feel special.
Yeah, like, yeah. PlayStation is just like, ding, 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 regardless of how rare the trophy is.
One thing I want to say, though, Xbox, y'all survived. Y'all fucking survived, dude. Ever since the beginning of this generation, I just feel like y'all backstabbed the shit out of your fan base.
Yeah.
When Xbox One was just being presented, DRM and all this other bullshit that was going TV sports. We kind of explained that through the PlayStation part. Yeah. But, the people who were buying your consoles, did y'all feel proud that y'all were fucking backstabbing your fan base? What the fuck was going on with y'all? But you took out the DRM through a patch. But to know that it was already on your console, what a fucking asshole. But you know what? I think everything's about to change on that because everybody's so digital. But when it comes to the Xbox, there is good things for it. Like you said, the trophy tracker, the Game Pass is actually a little bit better than PlayStation. And I know the presentation, the aesthetics is way better. Fucking PS Now looks like some 3-year-old made it.
Yeah, but the other thing I want to talk about is graphics. You know how they're making a big deal. You know how the whole world of YouTube were like, oh, it's a big night and day difference.
Yeah.
To me, you could barely notice it. And the thing about I have a 4K, and I have the Xbox One X and PS4 Pro. And I played it. I would think, when I bought the X, I was like, oh, there's gonna be a major difference in graphics and stuff like that. I was just like. But what I think about it is, when I play, I just focus on the gameplay. So in reality, I was just like, oh, that looks slightly better.
Tomatoes when it comes to these.
Yeah, that's why I was like, we know how how the ads come out, like the world's most powerful console. YouTube is saying like, oh, it's a big night and day difference. And I played 2 games on that were at hands on the Pro, and then had the Xbox One X at hands. I was just like, the grass looks more detailed, I guess.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
See, pretty much you're just paying $100 more for better rendered grass.
It feels so weird because it feels like the tables have turned this generation. I feel like Xbox became the PS3 of this generation.
Yeah.
They were like, we got the most powerful shit, but the one
thing I'm always gonna say, this is going to next generation too, because they're already touting 8K and stuff like that. I don't care. All I care is for 60 frames.
60 frames?
That's all I care about, 60 frames.
And not even Valhalla's going to be 60 frames.
Yeah, that's going to be
frames. That's already a huge letdown. We're not even in the fucking door yet.
This is probably going to be, 8K, but 30 frames.
Nah, man. Oh, but, one thing I do want to say, Xbox, y'all have a lot to do to catch up. Y'all sitting there just thinking like, oh, it's just a generation. It doesn't matter. And just like Lumberjack said previously in the other video, he was like, you got to wait. He said he got tired of Xbox saying next year. If they do that this next generation, what the fuck is it?
Because right now, where I stand with Xbox right now is I'm probably going to do what I did this generation. PS5 is already, regardless, first console I'm gonna buy.
Yeah.
Xbox, I'm probably gonna wait till the end of this.
You gotta please me.
Huh?
You gotta please me. Yeah.
No, but for Xbox, I'm not gonna wait for for the end of next generation.
One thing I couldn't get over, I know you said that the Xbox One can be in quick start mode and it quick starts. But regardless, if I have my PlayStation completely off or I have my PlayStation in rest mode, it still boots up. And then you talk about the user interface.
Oh, the user
interface. How it looks like
It is horrible. It's, that when the PS4 you turn on, it's like game. The last game you played is the first thing that or whatever app or game you played. The last thing you use is the first thing that pops up.
That's something that I do not look like I want to be dealing with when the Xbox Series X comes out.
Yeah, but the Xbox, I was playing. I mean, it does pop up. The last game you played is the first thing there.
Yeah.
But there's so much crap on the other side of the screen. Like, I got lost the other day just trying to find Game Pass.
Now, I'm not saying that the PlayStation is perfect. Yeah. The PlayStation has,
Yeah.
But they're still doing the XMB thing that they had on PS3.
See, the thing about, I think PlayStation focus more on games. So, when you go into the PlayStation, it's like, oh, you want to play this, get right back into it.
That's why you bought a console.
For the Xbox, it's just like, oh, you were doing this. Because, that's what's the weird thing about Xbox. Like, when you were playing a game, it has it in a small square. But it has a whole bunch of junk to your right. It's like, yeah, I know you were playing that earlier, but check that out.
The way you were describing the interface and the way I witnessed the Xbox turn on when it wasn't on quick start mode.
Oh, yeah, took a good minute.
I was like, what the fuck? I gotta be at work, dude. Can you fucking turn on? And that, honestly, the way you say that the fucking interface is the whole bunch of jumble of shit, yeah. I feel like Xbox has like a finger up its anus and it's like, yo, are you ready? You ready for this? And it just fucking pops that shit out and everything just comes spilling out.
No, it makes me laugh with the X is it has that big 4K introduction.
Yeah.
It's like 4K. And then the Xbox logo pops up. And then you wait there for like a minute. Then the actual
sounds like when you turn on the GameCube, like
that's funny. Well, the same thing with the PS4 where you turn it on and gives you that warning. It's funny because you get a warning. It's like the PS4's warning is like, you ain't ready for this.
I'd rather have the Xbox turn on showing the, like I said, the sexy ass of Spider-Man. Just pics of that. Just let me look at that instead of your fucking double wide butt crack you call a logo.
But one thing that Xbox does have over the PS4 generation is the noise level.
Oh, when it comes to the console? God. Yeah, your console sounded quiet.
Yeah, the Xbox you can't hear. Like, you can hear occasionally, like, if you really focus. But the PS4, like I said, I was playing Death Stranding the other day.
Yeah.
And even if I was just walking around, my PS4 was just sound like a jet was getting ready to take off.
You looked out the window like, what the fuck is going on? World War 3 starting already?
Yeah, that's always just like, that's one thing I hope they fix on them. See, right now, even the PS3, I was playing Mass Effect 2 on it the other day. I couldn't hear it.
Oh, the PS3, I want to talk about that separately. There's something special about that. I want to get down to it.
That's one thing. That's one thing I give credit to the Xbox. It's quiet. I don't sound like a jet engine. The other thing is heat. How hot the console gets.
Oh, yeah. I seen all those little holes that the Xbox had.
Yeah, the PS4. If you play it for a while and you touch it, that thing will burn you.
One thing I would like to say about the Xbox Series X, even though everybody's slamming and down on the design.
Yeah.
That shit was designed like a sports car. They took in consideration of every fucking component. Like, I understand it looks like a fucking fridge.
Yeah.
But look at the
maybe they did it on purpose, because
what's that guy called? His name's Austin. He's on YouTube.
Austin.
He does like tech reviews and all that. His name is Austin something. I forgot his name, but he did a Xbox. Let them see the controller firsthand.
I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? And he got to talk with the people who developed the console, and they see how the air flows through it.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing. I like that. That looked nice.
Yeah.
He went down into the whole thing, and I was like, this console's fucking powerful.
My question is, well, we'll talk about this another time.
But, everybody out there is all hyped, like, oh my god, Xbox Series X is going to be way more powerful than the PS5, and whatever. What it comes down to, just like we said previously, is the fucking games.
Yep.
And here's one thing I do want to note down. I know like we're talking about just the Xbox One, but this is more like feedback to Xbox of what they're going to do next generation. You have Game Pass.
Because here's the thing about when it comes to Xbox. So you got PS4 and Switch dominating, first-person exclusive.
And the Switch is not even fucking 3 years old, dude.
Yeah. Because, pretty much like I was saying, like Switch and PS4, they're first-party exclusive.
Yeah.
They're killing it. But with the Xbox, you get one good game like once every 5 years.
Yeah, I know. But here's one thing I do want to say about that. You know, it seems like we're just talking about the Xbox One, but this is in consideration of what, as you as a consumer, you know, it's up to the company to learn their mistakes. But it doesn't seem like Xbox is learning from their mistakes.
Because all they're doing, you see, what they're doing now is just, let's say there's a third party studio. They make one good game, and Xbox is just like, we're buying them. Instead of by getting talent for your first party studio.
I want to let Lumberjack speak about this because this is real.
Because this really pisses me off because Sony, their first party, Sony is like, take your time, do your thing, but Xbox, I don't know what you're doing in your studios. It's like you pretty much gave up on them, and you just expect average games from them now. And the only game that stands out is I forgot what studio makes Forza Horizon.
I don't know. They're pretty good, but they're good.
They're good. And I feel like that studio knows how to handle the
well, that's because they've been doing that series the whole time.
That's true. I mean, they've mostly done race. Well, I think that's all they've been doing.
It's kind of like the Gran Turismo games. They're always good. It's just that compared to Forza, I like Forza better.
I don't know about Gran Turismo Sport.
Yeah, I didn't like that. It's okay. But
yeah, that's the thing I'm talking about. Like Microsoft stopped buying studios. You're pretty much like the same thing with you did with the Outer Wilds. No, it was Worlds. Outer
Worlds?
Yeah. I keep getting those two games confused. Outer Wilds is the one that takes place in...
I feel like that game is just too much.
Outer Worlds... I was hyped for it. I'm not going to lie. I was like...
too.
Because I saw the Game Pass. Like, this is just like Fallout in space. And I played on the Game Pass. I was like...
You're like, wow, this is just like Fallout.
It's just space. Like... Yeah. It literally was Fallout in space.
Dude,
I'll give it credit to like the faces and like the dialogue. Yeah, they're really good. For animation, like the animation, it does not pass Fallout 4.
You went for like this is Fallout in space.
Yeah,
this is Fallout.
Yeah, I was like, space. I can't wait, Fallout in space. And I played it on the Game Pass. This is
so basically what you're trying to tell people is like Xbox is just buying studios out of hype.
Yeah, they like same thing with Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
Yeah,
that's a good game, but they show the trailer for the second one. But I don't know how they're gonna do it. But I don't know. Microsoft's just like they see one third party studio make a good game, and they're like, okay, that studio's ours now.
Yeah, pretty much. Man, that's just I don't know.
And I feel like they're gonna end up killing a lot of studios because of that. I think they're doing what EA does now.
And this thing that Lumberjack is saying is leading down to the next topic that I want to talk about. All you people who are interested in the Xbox more than the PlayStation, y'all want to stand your ground. I can understand that. I'm going to stand on PlayStation ground, because they treated me well. Mm-hmm. But for you to sit there and wait for games to come out, and they don't come out, and if they do come out, they don't come out the way you want it, you got to fight back. You got to tell that company, like, yo, we want fucking games.
Yeah.
But let's go back to what their attitude was. Because this next topic, what I want to talk about is that they shot themselves in the foot. Yes, they shot themselves in the foot. And it has to do with the Game Pass. Now, note, I want to tell you something that when a first-party title comes out for Xbox, it comes out on the Game Pass. Mm-hmm. First day. If you have Game Pass, like most people do on the Xbox already have Game Pass, where is the physical sales?
Yeah, that's what I want to see, actual physical sales.
Now, you're like, oh, it don't matter. It don't matter. They're still making money. Well... They celebrated Gears of War 5 coming out as saying that it was the best fucking what's it called, launch title for it, or the launch of that title.
Yeah.
You know how many people got those games for $1? They got it for $1. The physical sales didn't even pass like 4,000 copies within the first week. I don't know where the number is now, but 4,000, 3,000 worldwide. Meanwhile, everybody else was getting it for $1. And you're thinking to yourself, like, oh, it doesn't matter, Koala. We still got our game.
Yeah.
But you got to think about the publisher, the developers.
That's another topic I want to talk about.
How far does $1 go?
Because that's right now, Game Pass is good, but I think in the future it's going to start hurting developers. Yeah. But right now, everybody's like, oh, it's free games pretty much free games for $1.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's cool. You get a lot of games a lot of good games for $1. But in the future, I really think they're going to start hurting studios because they're going to miss out on actual sales from people buying their game.
And let me go back a little bit more from the Gears of War 5. I like how Xbox was celebrating like, oh, this is the best sell we ever had. Like, they were praising this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't actually anything to praise. Yeah, millions of people were playing your game, but where's the money?
So they were trying to celebrate how Sony celebrated God of War, because God of War sold 10 million copies in what?
But that was bank. They were getting bank off of that.
They they were trying to celebrate
Yeah.
Gears of War like that, bro. Like, most people got that game from Game Pass, and God of War didn't come out on PSN now day one or something like that.
And we have a whole video that we want to get down to in the new segment that we like to call "This is Bullshit," but we'll get down to it. But anyways, let's go back down to Crackdown 3. What I hated the most from that game was when it came out, all the Xbox people, even the reviewers, they were softballing that game. Like, it's fine, it's acceptable, it's okay, and all that. And then Xbox was like, oh, so it looked like people are okay with it. So from now, and then I think they made like a comment or a gesture to it, or they were giving you off a sign that they were like, well, next time when we do this, we're just going to make something as equal amount as Crackdown 3 and just put it on Game Pass.
Yeah.
If they do that, it goes back to what Lumberjack says. All these publishers are going to make crap game. Basically, the Spider-Man games like Beanox. After Spider-Man 2, it was just all downhill.
Yeah, they were all...
Yeah.
And then Insomniac saved Spider-Man.
Look what happened to Rare.
Oh, jeez.
They don't even really do anything anymore.
They just bottom out of hype.
Yeah. But you expected a lot of shit.
Yeah,
the first time you saw it, you're like, oh my God.
So when I heard that, I was jealous. I'm like,
Yeah,
I can't believe Microsoft's getting Rare.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys, but I remember when Xbox and PlayStation were fussing about Konami and trying to get the IPs. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that PlayStation got Silent Hill.
Yeah, because honestly, if Microsoft gets Silent Hill or Metal Gear, I'm pretty much expecting.
We're just getting the same shit.
I have low expectation for those games.
Now, this is just an opinion for now. In this state,
yeah,
who knows what's going to happen in the future?
In the current state, yeah.
Maybe fucking Xbox comes out swinging, bro. Maybe we're wrong. But in this current state, as a consumer of the Xbox, you got to put your mentality where it's at, because Xbox has been treating everybody pretty bad.
Yeah.
They've been relying on that Game Pass. And to be honest, if I can play Game Pass on the PC, and on the next generation, I can play Game Pass anywhere I want, because now they're trying to do that, where they want to expand it. Then what is the point of buying the Series X if I can play all my Xbox games on the PC?
Yeah, because that's another thing I want to talk about is the Xbox community in general. How come you guys don't support your own games pretty much?
Yeah.
Because right now, let's say you guys got Game Pass. You guys, that's all you guys brag about. But let's say, for example, let's take the Yakuza 0 on the PS3 and PS4. See, the Yakuza wasn't selling good on the PS2. They didn't sell well on the PS3. But PS4, Yakuza came out swinging.
They came out with the marketing shit too.
Yeah, like the Yakuza 0 brought so many people into that series. And, they're starting to do really good. Pretty much PS4 saved the Yakuza series.
Yeah, and what's his name? What's the name of the guy from Xbox?
Phil Spencer.
Yeah, Phil Spencer. He went to go talk to them.
Yeah, to get Yakuza on the Xbox, and yet no hype for it on Xbox.
No hype.
No hype at all.
And that's why I want y'all to, we didn't really do any of that research on that.
Yeah.
But I still have a feeling like you could tell by the community that no one talks about Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, no one talks about
another game that I did enjoy is Recore. A lot of people say it was boring, so I was like, I'm having fun with it.
To be honest, I don't want to sound like I'm being relentless, but I feel like the only people who got Xboxes are people who are they either play shooting games like Call of Duty most of the time, which is weird because PlayStation has all the they have a whole year of exclusive content, and Xbox doesn't have it, or sports.
Yeah,
because the NFL contract.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna tell you something, Xbox. If Sony just go over there to the NFL and just like, hey yo, we'll give you a couple of mil. Sign this contract, it's over.
To be honest, though, like if Sony were to, because you see how they treat the MLB series on the PlayStation. Imagine if Sony, for some reason, because Sony is more popular international, and they went with the FIFA. Like, hey, FIFA, how about you make your FIFA games exclusive? You already know FIFA, the quality of that game.
That's a worldwide sport.
Yeah, this is bro. That's what I'm getting at. Let's say Sony went to FIFA and like, stop. How about you make FIFA exclusive on the PlayStation? You already know the quality of the FIFA games is just gonna go up 10 times. Yeah,
because even though no one pays attention to MLB except for baseball fans,
Sony takes care of that series.
regardless of it doesn't really sell as much. Mm-hmm. That's the only sports game series that I fucking know that doesn't fucking deal you out with microtransactions, try to cheat you out with other shit, and take away content.
The crazy part about it makes me want to... It's like, I don't care for baseball.
Yeah.
But just the fact that how much they care about that series on the PlayStation, it makes me want to just play it.
And they're a foreign company.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, I want to play it because, I know the quality of the game.
They care about the American sport, apparently.
But that's almost like, just imagine Sony going to FIFA and say, it's like, hey, make FIFA exclusive, and, we'll get this studio to do it.
I'm sorry, guys, but I just feel like Xbox Series X, despite being powerful, despite being like that, it's just going to be my new Alexa in my living room that I just play 4K movies on.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Because the Game Pass idea, what's coming to, regardless if you don't buy the console or not, you're still going to have access to that thing. And if their exclusives are still not good, or you're still going to be waiting on them, or they're not going to bring anything out on the table, then what's the point, guys? What are you trying to deal with? I mean,
yeah. But see, I want to end this on a good note because we've pretty much just been ranting about the Xbox. The one thing I want to talk about Xbox is its legacy it has left on online gaming.
Yeah.
Because we all know the party chat and online gaming on PS3 was trash. it was horrible. Messaging, party chat, all that was horrible.
Switches over there in the corner like, we ain't got that, dude. you want to see the text message? You got to see it on your phone.
But that's one thing.
Oh, no, there's an app. Something like that.
No, I won't give credit that how we play multiplayer games now, how it's competitive. It's all pretty much thanks to Xbox.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they also did they push cross-platforming.
Yeah, well, what?
Then they were push it forward.
Generation, but last generation Sony was pushing for cross-play.
That's right.
And the Xbox community was like, nah, we don't want to do that.
Oh, and like this year the roles are reversed.
Yeah,
they're like Xbox is like, we're the underdog, we're the good guys.
Microsoft was like, nah, let's do cross-play, and then the Xbox community is like, come on, man, let's do cross-play. After like 10 years
come
straight.
on, dude.
After 10 years straight of their own community saying, nah, we don't want cross-play.
We're sitting on that 30 million console sale, bro. Help us get up to that 90.
No, but I will give it credit for his online legacy. Pretty much they pretty much set the bar to how we play online.
Ah, Jesus.
And EA killed it with the loot boxes.
I'm gonna ruin this thing, bro. I just feel like Microsoft, just get off that toilet seat, wipe your ass good, walk out that door, and give a hell of a presentation when it comes to it. Because if PlayStation 5 shows off all these good, it seems like they have a good ass lineup coming out.
And for goodness sake, people are hyped for it. All they're showing was a logo and a control.
I know.
Damn, they showed the.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I do want to talk about during the awards. If you listen closely, when they revealed the whole console and whatever, and supposedly some cutscene gameplay that everybody was like, "Oh my god, that's gameplay!" But it's a cutscene.
Yeah.
The whole crowd was like, "Yay, woo!" And then at the end, I forgot what game it was, but they just showed the word PlayStation 5, and the whole fucking arena was just like, whoa! You even see like the fucking CEO of Xbox like, whoa! PlayStation 5! And the guy's like, yo, aren't you supposed to be supporting me? Like, shut up, bruh. I'm fucking Aries. I take whatever side I want. I'm the God of War.
I mean, he has been congratulated.
Yeah.
Pretty much every PlayStation exclusive that comes out, he's been congratulating Sony. Like, congratulations on your...
If I was a hardcore fan of Xbox and I saw him like applauding God of War or something like that, I would be like, put your hands down, bro.
Like, why can't you give me a God of War? We need a God of War in our console.
Give me fucking Queen of War or something. Jesus, dude. Fuck.
Goddess of War.
They even got fucking party games on PS4. What the fuck we got? You took away split screen on Halo.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, talk about being isolated before the quarantine. I'm sorry.
See, I was trying to end this on a good note. you just killed it.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. Xbox, you're your own worst enemy.
Yeah, you're not even... Because see, the only two consoles that are really competing right now are Sony...
Switch?
Yeah, the Switch and PS4. They're competing. And the Switch came out 3 years ago.
I know, and they're pushing, like, sales... They went up to the Xbox loading screen anus that I was talking about earlier, and they just fucking fisted that shit out.
I think Phil Spencer said that They said, I think he said, they're not competing with PS4 anymore. They're doing their own thing. Like, yeah, he's right. You guys aren't competing because you guys are pretty much irrelevant to the PS4.
You're like that coach that loses every game. You're like, no, don't think about the game.
Best way I can put it is like the Switch and the PS4 are fighting, and they stop for a second and look over there. It's like, who's that guy?
That's that double wide butt crack.
Where did he get over here? Oh, and then that place is just like, oh, he's just an old friend.
Xbox, you've been taking the back seat this generation. Next generation, you better haul ass. You have a lot of fans that are waiting for you.
Truth be told, I mean, yeah, the PS4 sold like crazy, but in reality, Xbox killed itself.
Yeah, it was like a double-edged sword, bro.
You know the best thing, the best comparison I could show you, a guy, you know, he spent so much time, you know, making a cake, something like that, and you go to like present it. In the last minute, you just trip. You just spilled the whole cake.
That's Xbox.
And then, you know, you try to put it back together slowly but sure.
No, this is the Xbox. They're like, hey, Timmy, happy birthday. And they just fucking trip it, throw it in their fucking face. And they don't even apologize. Like, that's what you get. That's what you get. And they look at Charlie, which has the face of PS4. Woo! This nigga got God of War.